Well, alrighty then. Welcome back. It's the Cup Chasers podcast. The Premier League is back again this weekend, and every single game is as important as it possibly could be. It's been honestly one of the best seasons in recent memory. There's an actual title race, lots of stuff down at the bottom, some some stuff heating up here in the race for fourth place. And that's where we're going to start. And if you want to finish in the Champions League, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel and get that notification bell on. Aston Villa hosting Newcastle. 7:30 kickoff here on the east coast of the U.S. This is kind of a spicy fixture.
It looks like a good game. It looks like a good game. I'm gonna wake up for that one.
Villa up in sixth. Newcastle, I believe, in third. And 3 weeks ago, this would not have really been not really been a thing, you know?
Right.
But Villa, absolutely resurgent. They're at home. Ollie Watkins has scored like 7 straight games running or something. But Newcastle have also found the scoring boots. So this could be a banger. Could be an absolute barnstormer.
Yeah, I don't think this will be a banger in terms of scores wise, but I think it'll be a good match. I think that again, it's that whole: is Newcastle going to be able to go on the road, take care of business? This is a totally different, I think, matchup than what they had against Brentford. It was more about, can they keep Brentford from scoring? This is going to be, can they score on Villa? Because Villa's on a really good run right now defensively. So I'm interested to see how this all plays out. Does Ollie Watkins get another goal? I mean, it's almost getting like Marcus Rashford for United. Like, you got to expect him to score this week. I mean, why wouldn't he?
Right.
But their new number 9, who once again a Chelsea product, Bertrand Traore, in the last couple of games has been fantastic for Villa. I definitely think they'll set up to counter. It's kind of been Emery's, go-to. Newcastle are going to control the game. I feel like Guimaraes is just immense in there. Alexander Isak, I mean, what can you say? What more can you say about the man? He's an absolute stalwart. It's going to be I back him to score. I mean, I back him to score every game, honestly, with the form he's in, the way he's been playing. So I've gone for a 2-1 Newcastle victory. I think they got enough to do it. Like you say, Patrick, it will be tough. It will be this could be a battle. Both these teams like to come at you and be physical and really fight for it in the midfield. So hopefully it remains 11v11. I know John McGinn's got a mean streak in him there in the midfield. Villa still have, a little bit of the Gerrard tactic in them where they'll resort to kicking people.
They will resort to hacking people.
But I just expect Newcastle to be a bit too much and really show the quality. And that's why I've gone for a 2-1. Lewis, you got a 2-0. You sticking with that?
Yeah, but that's because I think Newcastle's in some pretty good form. I think they found where they were early in the year, and I think they're gonna come back to that. I mean, even though Villa's at home, I just think Newcastle, depth-wise, I think when they go to their bench and they start bringing guys in, I think that's where you start to see some of the difference in the two teams, and I think that's where Newcastle will show, because I think it matters that they see that they are keeping Man United out of or causing Man United an issue. And that might be enough for them. They might say, hey, we're not going for the league, but if we keep doing what we're doing, Man United will finish fourth. And then they have to play extra games, and that's money, and that's transfer money. And I mean, obviously they have money because it's Newcastle and they have sand money or oil money. I'm not really sure what the
It's your oil brother.
yeah. I think they have
We
more
got
money,
MBS money.
and they got more money than City. And so I think finishing third probably is their goal now. And so I think they push for that. And I think it will be a tight game, but I think that Newcastle do defend well, even though this is on the road. But I think they'll get 2, and that'll be the game.
Yeah, as far as that race for third, they're tied, but Newcastle have 20 goals on United as far as goal difference. So they're not United won't catch. That's probably because that's 7-0, but they're not going to catch Newcastle as far as goal difference. Definitely not.
No.
What do you think, Patrick? Got a score?
I'm going with a draw, 1-1.
Really spicy. That's
Yeah.
I like to see that. I like to
I know
see
you
that
Same.
when I'm convinced that there's going to be a winner and you pick a draw. Maybe I'm a fool because I'm losing by 16 points in the predictions league, but I like to see it.
It gives you hope. It gives you hope.
Yeah.
But you get 16 points is not that much.
I love the
No.
humility, but yeah, it is.
No, it is.
No, it's not. Not when there's 100 games left.
You would literally have to pick every game wrong, and then
For us to
we
catch
have
you.
to get 50% of all our games right.
Right.
So it's not
There's
about
still
the
100 games left, y'all.
You the thing is that, and I hear what you're saying is 100 games, but what makes you think we're going to pick any better than what we're doing? We have to improve too, sir.
You could. You never know.
We have to drastically improve while you drastically take a Chelsea decline. So
It's possible.
It's
Yes, we
not.
can only hope. Oh,
What's
goodness.
possible is maybe me, Lewis, and Jake making it closer, but you're just gonna.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to catch me before I catch you.
Right.
What do you say, X?
1-2 going to Castle.
Castle. I'm not sure Newcastle's ever been called Castle before.
To
Just
Newcastle.
Castle.
Today they
Castle.
have been.
Is there an old
They-
Castle?
There's,
I mean, if there's a
if there's
Newcastle.
not an old
is there an
Castle,
old Castle?
then it should just
Everything
be-
British does have an old something if there's a new something attached to it. We know this. It's a fact.
Jeez.
I watched, was it Drunk History or something?
I love
One of
that
those
show.
things, and they found the old version of everything.
But I think Villa's going to hit them on the break at least once. That's how they're going to play. They're going to set up to play the counter. But they found their scoring boots. I think they can do this. I think that they can peel 2 off of them, take a win away from home. Villa's had a good run, but Newcastle's run's just been a little bit better, and it means more for Villa. I know that, but Newcastle want to solidify themselves in staying in Champions League. They want to make that. They want to make that come to fruition. So they're going to take it to everybody they can. I think Newcastle see this as a game that they can peel 3 points away from home on. 2-1 or 1-2 if we're gonna.
Yeah. Villa dark horse for top 4?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
6 points back.
I don't see why not.
6 of what?
9 points back. I'm sorry.
Of United, right?
Yeah, 9 points
United.
back.
Rashford's injured.
No
yeah,
Casemiro for the rest of the season, pretty much.
No, he's back.
No,
He's
I
back.
know.
He's back, but we'll get to that. Next up, Everton hosting Fulham. I think that this one is really, really interesting. Fulham are in the absolute mud.
Lost their
straight
last
losses.
5. Holy
Fulham
cow.
have lost 5 straight. Yeah. Everton are kind of doing the Sean Dice thing. 3 draws and a win in the last 5. This is at home. It's gonna be.
I'm gonna go 0-0.
Saying 0-0.
0-0.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tight one as well. I did say 1-1. Said there'd be a couple goals. But I'm just shocked that's what's happened to Fulham. I mean, even before Mitro lost his head and caught an 8-game ban, it was
Right.
8-game ban. It was crumbling a bit. Um,
So he'll be back with 2 games left. Is that right?
Not
mhm.
enough.
It won't matter by then. What are they, 12th?
No.
Right. Well, they're one above us, so 10th.
10th?
No, they're tied. I think they just
No,
have a higher.
they-
They got a better goal differential.
One better goal. You guys can overtake them. Well,
Ooh, for 10th.
statistically.
So done.
Oh, they have a game in hand on you guys though. So, but yeah, it's this is an interesting one. It's huge for Everton. I mean, every game is huge for Everton. Fulham have kind of they're right on the cusp of that magic 40 points, but Everton are I mean, they have 10 goals better to be out of the bottom. So this is massive. It's just another massive, massive match for Everton. I said 1-1. Yeah, I think they're going to be able to get something out of this as bad as Fulham are playing.
I don't see why Fulham doesn't win. I mean, we have the Burnley ball going on in Liverpool, but I just they're not good, man. And I think a bunch of draws. I mean, I don't know what esprit de corps that'll do for them. I think Fulham even though Fulham is in decline. I think they have enough to win. That I think I picked 1-0, right? I think
You said 1-0. Mm-hmm.
I think it's an ugly game. Nobody will want to watch it, but I think Fulham get the one on a penalty. I would even say I think it'll be like a penalty. It'll be something goofy that where their goal will come from. It won't be like open play goal,
Mm-hmm.
and I think Fulham eke it out.
I mean, I can definitely see that too. Everton were really bad versus United last time out. And their form seems to kind of be connected to how well Iwobi plays. So for a spell there, Alex Iwobi was having a great season, and Frank was doing okay. We thought that maybe he'd be able to see it out, and then Iwobi's had a real dip, and he was awful versus United. He was really bad versus United, and they got played off the park. So yeah, I can see it, but we'll see. What do you think, Patrick?
I actually went 1-0 Fulham, even though I would like for them to take another draw or a loss. Everton, I think that they will invite pressure, and I think that while Fulham didn't get a goal against West Ham with that, West Ham's just a little bit better than Everton. So I will go with Fulham on the road getting a win.
No, they won't wear that weird green kit.
They shouldn't.
That's their third kit.
Their third kit is like that neon. It looks like City's green, City's neon yellow, but it's got like blue and gray checkers on the front of it. It's a real, like I say, man. The away kit man only really won with this jersey this season. I mean, there's a couple here and there that are okay, but this third kit for Fulham is terrible. They should go all black. They should wear the all blacks again. That would be, I think that would be good. But but yeah. Moving on. Another massive game. Massive game at the bottom. The Basement Club, Southampton, hosting Crystal Palace and Roy Hodgson. Again, Crystal Palace have become this enigma club again. They've got it back, because who saw them scoring 5 goals last time out?
Well,
I don't even think Roy saw them scoring 5 goals last time out.
No one did. Before I make my prediction, are you picking Palace to win this game?
Oh, what did I say here? What did I say?
The only reason I ask is because every time you've picked Palace, they have not won a game.
But it's
from the rip of the season. No, I know. But from the rip of the season, you're like, oh no, Palace has got this one in the bag, and you got punished for it every time.
I
So
should
if
probably
you're
change
picking
my prediction.
Palace,
You're right.
I'm picking Southampton.
Oh my God, for real? I said Palace 2-0.
Then I'm going Southampton 1-0.
I was impressed. If Zaha doesn't play again,
Then they win.
I think they've unlocked it.
I will go Southampton 1-0 if you're picking Palace.
Oh my God, that's
100%.
that's a
100%.
bold prediction. That's bold. James Ward-Prowse with the screamer.
with the screamer, just don't know. Just
I've
walk
lost
away
faith
with
in
it.
him too. I used to give them a goal just because he was in the game. I couldn't give it to him this week. I got a 1-0 for Palace. I feel like this game is going to be chaos. It's going to be chaos, and ugly chaos, and then it's going to be a bunch of missed chances, and Palace will get the mistake goal or something, and then that'll be it. No matter of fact, it won't even be a mistake. It'll be a worldie because that's what Palace does. It'll be a worldie, and then everything else in the game will look terrible.
Elise, isn't that another Chelsea man?
It is.
We'll have a great game.
Chelsea agents all around the league.
If Chelsea
You
could
know, at one point,
all of the players and make a team of players that they shouldn't have sold.
I don't. Yeah, no. I
at
don't
one
wanna-
point, seriously, there was a time where we had so many players on loan that every time we played somebody within league, they had a starter that was sitting because
had
they
to
were
sit
on loan
somebody.
from Chelsea.
that tracks.
So what do you think, Patrick?
I think this is actually going to be a fun one. Now, I don't think Southampton wins, but I think I went back and watched those Palace highlights, and there's something there. There's something there now. I think they're on a. I don't want to even say it's a new manager bounce. I just think that they just kind of unlocked some things, and they're playing more as a free flowing team without Wilf up front. So I went 3-1 Palace.
Yeah. The scoring continues. I like it. Eagles soaring. Well, there you go. All right. Next up. This one, I had to go with a heart pick on this one because I can't bring myself to pick Spurs to win, even though it's Bournemouth. But I guess if Spurs can wrangle the referees like they did last game into doing their bidding, but Bournemouth are also, they're on a tear. They're doing decent. They've had a couple of decent results, if I'm not mistaken. It's hard to even know how this game will go. I mean, it's just the same, really. It's still Conte ball. It's still the same that Spurs have been doing all season. Hopefully, Son has not ignited like the rest of his season with that screamer he scored in the last game.
I think he did.
Yeah.
I got a brace for him.
Yeah.
2-0.
2-0. You've said 2-0 to the Tottenham. I don't know, man. Bournemouth have it in them.
Sonny was in a slump. I think Sonny just needed to see the net bulge.
That was a long slump. That's a hell of a slump. But yeah, I've gone with the heart pick. Bournemouth, the Cherries, they're gonna do it. 1-1. 1-1. I think they're resurgent enough. They got the belief.
Nice.
What do you think, Patrick?
I went with 2-0 Spurs.
Lame.
I think Ari Kane gets one. And maybe Sonny, but I'm not as confident in Sonny getting one. I think that was a fantastic goal. And I wonder if he felt a little bit of pressure with that 100 goals,
Yeah.
being there, like trying to get to it. Because that was a huge milestone.
First Asian player to do
to do that.
Exactly. That's a huge milestone. And so maybe he plays a little bit more free. Maybe he takes more chances now because he doesn't have that pressure on him. I know that Bournemouth went to the Emirates and really gave Arsenal a game, but it's a totally different setup. It's hard to get up for Spurs. They're just so frustrating and boring to watch, and I think they lure teams into like a false sense of security almost.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because
That's how
and
they
then-
punish. Yeah, exactly.
And then Harry Kane hits you
Poacher.
with a counter goal or something like that, and then you're like, oh well, they're gonna actually score today. So I went 2-0 Spurs,
Lame.
which I don't like doing that, by the way. I just want that to be known.
Yeah.
Bournemouth are bad.
No one likes to pick Spurs.
Bournemouth are bad.
Yeah. What are you saying, X?
1-0 Spurs. Just because I want to catch Patrick or you.
When this is a 1-1, when this is a 1-1, I'm gonna be talking a lot.
You should glow. You should glow.
When
Yeah,
Cherries-
absolutely.
when Bournemouth get a result at the Tottenham, I'm gonna be over the moon.
This is the story of the Tottenham.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so excited about that one.
God, I would hire that man back so bad at the bridge immediately. As soon as that press conference ended, I would have handed him a contract. Come back to London. Come back to South. Bro, I would have.
I don't know, man. Spurs have a knack of poisoning people.
This is true.
Yeah.
But Mal made it. He went back to Roma. He's successful.
Yeah. Jose Mourinho is special though.
He is the special one, though. Shout out to Jose.
Yeah.